Welcome to Sunday Morning Quarterback with Jay Stockwell and Bob Frady.
Here we are with another episode of Sunday Morning Quarterback Nebraska edition. I'm UB. That's Jay Stockwell. Jay, where are you?
Well, I'm not at home. And boy, oh boy, we had to get in on the pregame for Colorado, Nebraska.
Wait,
this game,
are you in jail?
No. I'm at the Times Square Edition Hotel in Times Square in New York in the lobby bar. So it's a little noisy, a bunch of people around here. And, but I've got to go to
crazy guy talking to his phone.
I got to go to another meeting here, and I got like 10 minutes.
What do you see with Colorado right now?
So this has the potential to be the single biggest game in like college football recent memory, at least a decade. Right now in Vegas, this game has more money bet on it than the entire first week of the NFL. Like, how amazing is that? And they're talking potentially that the viewership of the game could be the single biggest college football game in history. It's a nationally televised game on Fox, Big Noon Fox. So here's what I see, and I put some thought into this on the plane coming in the air. So first of all, and I'm changing, by the way, Bob, I'm changing my preseason prediction for this game, okay, based on some in-depth analysis. Number one, Matt Rule will fix the turnovers and fix the penalties. Guess who agrees with me on that? Urban Meyer. I heard him talking about on Fox.
All right.
Number two, according to Pro Football Focus, who grades every player and every play, our line play is significantly better, including tracking similar guys year over year. Amazingly, our pass protection is rated 85. That's very high if you know anything about Pro Football Focus. So our line play is pretty darn good, and it's based on direct observation and grading. So I think our defense will match the speed of Colorado. Chancellor Brewington, Keyshawn Johnson came on some podcast and was railing about how Colorado's going to run by us. And Chancellor Brewington came on as a former player and said, no way, Nebraska defense is fast. We saw that firsthand in Minnesota. Yep. So I think our defense is going to be great. Our quarterback and our running backs are going to have a record day. I predict this. They're going to have a record day running the ball in space. TCU gashed these guys for 262 yards, okay? And I don't think TCU is
Colorado did not have one tackle for a loss in that game. Not one. And they were slinging the ball all over the place.
Yeah, so I really think that we have a chance to control the tempo, control the game, run the ball hard. And I predict there will be a historic upset when Nebraska beats favored Colorado. They're favored by 3.5, 27-24, with a field goal in the fourth quarter. And this historic win is gonna cause Rick George, their athletic director, who did the deal with Dion, and Trev Alberts, to renew the series. It goes through 2024 for another decade. That is my prediction.
That's a big prediction. Okay, here's what I see. I see that Nebraska has the opportunity to beat up Colorado's defense. And will they take advantage of it? Who knows? After the play calling last time, all bets are off. But physically, I think they can dominate the Colorado defense. The Colorado offense, on the other hand, holy cow, was that impressive. Impressive. Coach Dion, people hate Coach Dion because he's got all swag. He's all swag, and people hate that. But as a guy who's lived by swag, who loves to say things like, it ain't bragging if you can back it up, I'm okay with that swag. The question is can the black shirts stop the passing game enough so that the defense dominates the game? And the question is, I don't know. So I think that the final score will be 15-14.
Well, 15-14. That's an interesting
15-14. Yeah.
How do you get to 15-14?
5 field goals for Nebraska, 2 touchdowns for Colorado.
There you go. I think, look, it's going to be exciting, whatever it is. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are not going, so we're not making specific recommendations on where to go, but we're going to be tucked into our home offices. And by the way, Bob, let's do the post-game podcast Saturday night. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Like after the game?
Fine to me. I'll be hammered.
Let's put it on at 4:00 on Saturday if we can. Randy and the team that's on the line. But really, this is like the biggest thing to happen to us in a long, long time. And this may be the shortest podcast we've ever done. You've got our predictions. It's 5 minutes and 7 seconds. You might even do this just as a short and release it as a short. We'll let our executive producers decide that. But go Big Red, beat Colorado.
Go Big Red, beat the Buffs.